Trying to catch up on notifications, I found this person said.
Stephen Barker, nothing like getting kicked out of posts after being bullied by a bought poster and another. Buddha bless.
Yes, Buddha blessed you when one of the friends removed you from one of our spaces, but I'm not exactly sure what this person is referring to. But since they tagged me, I assume it's connected to something that happened in one of our groups. Most likely, one of my close friends who helps moderate responded clearly and firmly when the person started pushing bypassing, misinformation, or MAGA-style disruption. And when it became clear they weren't interested in honest dialogue, they were removed. That's not bullying. That's protecting the space. None of us enjoy removing people. And yeah, it doesn't feel good to get removed either. But this group has always been upfront about its purpose. This is engaged Buddhism, not vague, passive, spiritual distraction that ignores real suffering. If someone is confused or upset, they could start by reading the group description, checking out my public posts, picking up any book by Thich Nhat Hanh, or simply listening deeply, the way he taught. I created this group, and I run it with my friends. I take responsibility for what happens here. We know karma has results, and we are not going to be part of spreading spiritual bypassing or misrepresenting the Buddha. Fierce love is real love. That's what we offer. And that's how we protect this space. People pop into a group they've barely participated in, where folks have spent years practicing, studying, sharing, and start making demands like they understand what this space is for. But the thing is, they don't. And most of the time, they don't want to. They don't read Thich Nhat Hanh. They don't read the Buddha. They don't understand engaged Buddhism, and they show up like spiritual gatekeepers, defending a version of Buddhism that's comfortable, sanitized, and disconnected from the world. But this group, this is engaged practice. It's what they taught. It's what the Buddha taught. Facing suffering, not avoiding it. Getting political. Because politics is how suffering is structured in this world, calling things what they are. Fascism, white nationalism, cruelty, not as hate, but as clear seeing. Elaine said it beautifully, and it's true. If you want to understand, stick around. Read something, ask questions, stay humble. This space is for the practice of fierce, engaged love. Not for tone policing, not for silencing, and not for spiritual bypassing. We've seen too much to pretend otherwise. This is exactly what our group is for. Someone felt like meditation just wasn't working for them. And instead of ignoring that or offering platitudes, we went into it with care. I responded directly and clearly because too many people are sitting silently with the same experience, thinking they're broken, thinking it's just them. This is where we start to unlearn. I said, you're not broken. Your mind is just doing what conditioned minds do. This is the part people don't expect. Because the version of meditation they've been sold in the West has been gutted, stripped of its clarity, ethics and responsibility. Just breathwork and vibes. Just calm. Just incense and pillows and playlists. But we're not here to vibe. We're here to wake up. So I name the real problem. Calm without clarity. Bliss without responsibility. That's what bypassing looks like. It avoids thought and calls it peace, but real practice, Buddha's practice, goes towards suffering, not away. And it thinks deeply. That's why we teach Vipassana too, analytical meditation. We use the mind, not kill it. We reflect on karma, causality, love and interdependence. Because otherwise, it's just escapism with Buddhist branding. Other folks go to the center. We go to the center of being's pain. This is what engaged Buddhism means in the Buddhagang context. Not performative peace, but the path of real bodhisattvas. Those who walk into the fire with clarity and care. Not just breath awareness for personal calm, but full awareness of the world's suffering, so we can respond. And yes, you can think and not be dragged. You can feel and not be drowned. You can rest in awareness while thoughts and emotions arise and pass. That's the fruit of practice. And the practice isn't dramatic. Don't sit too long. Don't force it. It's gentle, regular, real. This is how meditation becomes medicine, and not another weapon for self-judgment. This is how we reclaim Buddhist teachings from toxic Western self-help culture and make them usable for liberation. Because the goal is freedom with others. It's not isolation. It's not, I'm too enlightened to care. It's love showing up, fierce, clear, engaged. Gentle persistence is the way, not spiritual heroics. And that's why the group is useful. We don't lie to people. We don't pretend spiritual bypassing is Dharma. We support each other in learning real practice, not just for the self, but for the world we share. This is the way of the Buddhagang.